What up, everybody? Doing back, and today I'm going to be doing my can't really say Talking Dead commercial break reaction review this time because actually I already watched The Talking Dead. It's not on anymore, so I have nothing to worry about. No time limit, although there is not much to say about this episode. It is a slow-paced episode, not one of my favorites this half season. So pretty much, Denise had a location that she went to on her way to Alexandria when she found Alexandria, and she thinks that there might be meds there. So she tells Daryl and Rosita to basically go help her get there, and they agree. So they go to get these meds, and everything goes well up until they get there, and then Denise discovers what appears to be like the remnants of a dead baby. And then they basically head back. Meanwhile, Abraham and Eugene are out on not a scouting mission, out on a basically search that Eugene sent them on, that is seen in Walking Dead Something to Fear. This search takes them to this warehouse building that has tons of leftover machinery and all that stuff, and Eugene tells Abraham that that's where they're going to start manufacturing bullets. Meanwhile, we find out that, well, I guess this is later in the episode, Eugene and Abraham get into like a mini argument, and Abraham leaves Eugene alone. Later we find out Eugene was captured, and we find this out when a comic book death remix, This Death, was remixed for the show. That, of course, was comic book Abraham took an arrow to the eye by Dwight, the character in the show who stole Daryl's crossbow, and who, in this episode of the show, comes back and, spoiler alert, shoots Dr. Denise right in the face with the arrow, and it goes straight through her eye, and she's dead. And then we see that Dwight has Eugene, and Dwight and Daryl get into a bit of a face-off. Dwight says, like, I think he says, "Anything you want to say to me?" And Daryl says, "I should have killed you." Dwight agrees, he probably should have. And then that leads to us finding out some very important information right away. That is, the Saviors not only know about what Rick's done, but they know where Alexandria is. Then Eugene looks over, sees Abraham is hiding behind some barrels, and rats him out, says, "Hey, go kill this guy and leave us alive." And as the Saviors are starting to leave, Eugene does what he does in the comic right here, biting Dwight in the junk. And he does this in the show too. He bites him, and Dwight does what I wouldn't do, which is rips him off. I think that would cause a lot more pain than that could be avoided. Eugene actually takes a bullet to the side from Dwight, and then the Saviors retreat after Abraham, Daryl, and Rosita kind of ambush them and shoot them up, killing, I think 3 of them, maybe more, maybe less. And then Dwight and his little group retreat. Eugene and Abraham make up at the end of the episode and become friends again. Abraham goes to Sasha, and then last minute, Carol leaves. Tobin reads a note she wrote, basically saying, "Rick sent me away before, things got messy, and I had to come back, but now I'm leaving." And, she's gone. Other than that, Morgan finished, insert character's name here, Cell from the comic book. Morgan finished the cell. Rick doesn't seem too excited about it. but I think he kind of understands where Morgan's coming from. And that's pretty much all that happens in the episode. Wasn't amazing, wasn't bad. So, overall, I did see the Denise death coming. I know in my predictions, I'm going to admit it, I was wrong. I thought Abraham would have died the same way in the comic. But as Abraham left Eugene alone, that was my first sign when I was like, alright, something's wrong. And then when Denise started giving her speech to Daryl and Rosita about how being scared is the only stupid thing anymore. You have to be brave in order to survive. Right as she was giving that speech, I was like, it's gonna be her. And it was. So, that changes my plan. Tara, I don't think will die. I think Tara and Heath will be fine for now. We'll get into that maybe in another video, what I think is gonna happen there. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm D-Man, and D-Man